it's dangerous. But you're the only one who can unite the people.
You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now.
This is my message to you.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the Boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
And we're back with our sponsor, 6 Rent a Car. Enjoy your vacation and holidays with 6 reliable rent-a-car service. For special occasions, choose 6 Rent a Car. Thanks to our partners, Ministry of Sports and Development, Trinidad and Tobago, Sport TT, I Choose Sport, 6 Rent a Car, Subway, Stream Blue, and Powerade. Scan the QR code to win various prizes. Prizes include Sport TT notepad, cap, keychain, drawstring visit, Trinidad bag, water bottle, a microfiber towel, I Choose Sport t-shirt, pencil case, and a phone proper.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the second game of today here in the Larry Gomes Stadium, we have St. Lucia taking on Sint Maarten here at the CFU 2024 Boys Under 14 Challenge Series. Quite an exciting game we have ahead, Joshua.
Yeah, we have an exciting game coming up. Both two great teams, great players to look out for. Great weather, even though the place is a bit hot, but great game coming up.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is the best weather for football, but definitely something to look forward to from these two teams. Some might be small in stature, but definitely some very big players out here in this young age group that we are witnessing here at this tournament. I, for one, am definitely excited to see what happens in this game. I know it's supposed to be objective. I can't afford to be biased at all, but definitely very, very excited to see what turns out to be the result of this game. As we've seen in the last game, we can definitely expect a lot of goals in this tournament. Some very goal-hungry boys out there today.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think, again, it's a great opportunity for these young lads to get a bit of experience in terms of international competitive football. They can learn a lot from this challenge series, this tournament. And you know, it'll look good on their football portfolio.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's very, very important for both teams here to get that experience playing internationally and even representing their country, which is indeed a very big thing, especially at such a young age. We know how competitive football is for younger generations. It's actually very, very difficult to make youth level teams. But we are just a few minutes shy of first half kickoff here at the Larry Gomes Stadium, where we have St. Lucia taking on Sint Maarten. And here we have the lineups for you. For St. Lucia, goalkeeper Brielle Nelson, the number 10 and skipper Nasri Alexander, David Sleiman, Leon Vidal, Dwayne Cummings, Alaric Williams, Armani George, Amari Plummer, Jalen Hippolyte, Kai Alexander, and Silvez Castillo. And for the Sint Maarten team, the captain and keeper, Sudesh Singh, Daniel Marine, Jamali Fontanelli, Jahir Malin, Sebastian Russo, Kadeen Solena, Jaleel Fleming, Demario Nelson, Yuri Hassel, Kian Maglio, and Naeem Mills. Head coach Jason Lindo. Two very exciting lineups, I must say so myself. Here today at the Larry Gomes Stadium, I am Rene Best and I'm joined by Joshua Fletcher here in commentary as we bring to you today's exciting game. Today we have the match officials, referee Kalmi Mioka, first assistant referee Leela John, second assistant Vermeulen Tristan, and fourth official Jonathan Hughes. Starting us off with a coin toss. Well, Joshua, I think it's a very, very lovely day for football. And who better to watch it with and be a part of it than these two teams, St. Lucia and Sint Maarten. Two very young sides, average age between the ages of 10 to 13. But again, some very capable and exciting players. Joshua, your thoughts on this game?
Well, I think this will be a great game. Two teams look confident. You know, they look like they mean business. So I would say a great game ahead of us. Who wants it more? And we have the kickoff.
Well, definitely an exciting game ahead. I think it's important. Oh, wow, this is a very, very high press from the Sint Maarten team, who wasted no time to get into the opposition half. So a very, very interesting tactic here. I think one thing that I've noticed already is that we have some very short players out here today in both teams, but it seems that St. Lucia seems to have some players that have a bit more of a height advantage. Joshua, do you think that will play an important role today?
In terms of set piece, you know, probably clearing the ball on defensive end and trying to score headers on the attacking end, you know, that could be a great advantage for St. Lucia. But you know, one of the greatest players of our time, Lionel Messi, he's not on the taller end of the spectrum, and look how he turned out.
Well, I do agree with you there, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple Messis out here today, as both teams are trying to settle the ball even now here at the Larry Gomes Stadium, where it is 2 p.m. Sun is shining, and the players look brilliantly as they try to bring this ball under control here today.
You know, the start off of the game, both teams trying to feel out the game. Both of them losing their shape slightly. It to be great if both of them maintain that going forward in the game. Just having that structure.
Yes, I do agree with you there, Joshua. Thus far, I would say it's been very balanced. No team seems to have had the advantage in build-up so far. But again, it's just to get those jitters out in the first couple of minutes. Be a little bit more sure of yourself going forward. And let's see where the game leads. Captain for Sint Maarten, Sudesh Singh, a very confident player between the sticks, very composed. I think him being the leader today will be the driving force for Sint Maarten as they seek out a win here today.
That's a bad effort from Sint Maarten. St. Lucia on the press. Just went out of play. St. Maarten's throw. Some aggressive playing there, but St. Lucia comes out with the ball. Lovely ball over there, top. And there's Alexander.
Definitely not a bad effort, but some early trickery, as we like to call it, and Sudesh Singh with some no-nonsense goalkeeping, getting it all the way into the opposition half. Joshua, just some things to note. I think one thing that we have to take notice of is the time some of these teams have been training together. And this St. Lucia team has only been playing together for 3 months. So I think that will work in their favor a lot more.
Yeah, there's a lot of time to get accustomed to each
That's
other.
a lovely ball played there.
Indeed.
Just bubbling around in the box, and what a shot taken from the top of the D. But just skewered a bit too high. Never really troubled the goalkeeper, but as we can see here, some lovely opportunities coming for St. Lucia early in the game.
Not a bad effort at all.
If we learned anything, it's that goals can be scored very early in these games and penalties are often awarded. There are a couple standout players to take note of, Joshua. We have the likes of Shiloh John, who is on the bench for St. Lucia today. Shaquille Thomas. Leon Vidal. And Eustace Blackstock. Leon Vidal, the number 8 for St. Lucia. Very confident player. Might be small in stature, but definitely filled with a lot of energy and purpose going forward for St. Lucia here. Throw-in taken. Hope we don't see a lot of foul throws. We've seen a lot of them in the first game. That'll be another throw. This time for Sint Maarten. Actually, no. Yes, it is a throw. Throw being taken by Kedin Solana. The Sint Maarten number 7. And that's some good skill from the number 10 of St. Lucia. A very lanky player. But that'll be offside. The offside came before the foul, so it will be pulled back for offside. Just couldn't seem to hold his run there. I think that might have been Kai Alexander.
I think the Sint Maarten team did a great job by stepping up, the defensive line stepping up, leaving the player offside. Great awareness defensively.
Yes, we can't see that the Sint Maarten team does have a high press, leaving a high line, but it does leave them in trouble in these counter-attacking situations that St. Lucia seem to be thriving off of right now.
Yes, I have to agree with you there. That's why it's important that the team knows when to, press highly, as well as drop back in those counter-attacking moments.
Yeah, I do agree with you there, Joshua.
St. Lucia has the ball. Looking for Alexander. St. Lucia's throw.
Seen a lot of no-nonsense goalkeeping, and I think he's onside here. Ball played forward. He has the opportunity. He takes it well, and it's an early goal for St. Lucia. Well, I'll tell you what, Joshua. As we mentioned before, St. Lucia seemed to be thriving on the counter-attack, and they took it really well. Ball coming from the goalkeeper. I think that's an assist for the goalkeeper, actually.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe the goal scorer is Naeem Mills.
Oh, well, brilliant from Naeem Mills. Well taken. Taking it into stride as well. He did really well there. Couldn't ask for much more. The finish was brilliant. The run was brilliant. And the ball from the goalkeeper, I think we must commend that as well.
My mistake there, goal scorer being Leon Vidal.
Oh, I love the ball play forward, but that's going to be offside. Just went a little too early there. Skipper for St. Lucia, Nasri Alexander. Quite a quick player. But if you're a quick player, still need to hold your runs. You'll get onto the ball eventually. Joshua, I do think this is a very big thing for St. Lucia. As this will mean a lot to the team if they were to win this tournament. A team shot coming in from the number 17, Kian Maglery. I think St. Lucia would love to see success in this tournament, as it'll show how their hard work paid off.
I think St. Lucia is looking more comfortable on the ball. more
Yeah.
confidence since that goal.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's a high foot there. It just seems to be a bit jumbled, and I think St. Maarten is really trying to play that offside trap, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And they've already conceded a goal because of it. Oh, that's some excellent trickery there, but the winger won't get onto that. Trickery coming from Jaleel Fleming, as he plays through the midfield for St. Maarten. Oh, that's a good strong turn there, shrugging off the attacker. He had to get it right. Here's Alexander again. Couldn't get out into space. Oh, and what a ball played forward. And the goalkeeper reaches that, and I'll tell you what, that was an excellent through ball, Joshua.
Have to say that. Have to say so myself. It's unlucky that Nelson couldn't get onto it.
I'll tell you what, this has been a very end-to-end start here at the Larry Gomes Stadium, as both teams are trying to take control of this game. St. Lucia have the edge with a early goal, but St. Maarten can't count them out just yet. And here's a mistake from St. Maarten. And he's through on goal here. And what a challenge that is. What a challenge that is. And Joshua, if I'm not mistaken,
That is a penalty.
that might have been a penalty here. We'll see on the replay. And he's through on goal here. Thought he had him beat for pace there. Defender timed this challenge well. No, Joshua, I think referee's got that wrong there, no. I think
He did get a touch of the ball
He
as
got
well
the
as the
ball.
person.
he got the ball first, if I'm not mistaken, and his follow through did pick up the player. If this is a penalty, it's very, very unfortunate. I do think the referee has got it wrong here, Joshua.
Well, Jalen Happolite has the ball in his hand. I guess he has a job to score the goal.
Well, I think he will try to capitalize on his opportunity. It's quite unfortunate we don't have VAR. I mean, I'm not the biggest advocate for it, but in this situation, it seems that it's very necessary, as we believe the referee has got that wrong. But that's all part of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, nevertheless, you know, the referee's decision is the final decision.
So let's see what Jalen Hyperlight can do here, as he is faced by Sudesh Singh, the St. Maarten goalkeeper, for this penalty. Slow run up, takes it, and he puts it in the bottom right corner. And it's a very good penalty, you know, Joshua.
Yeah, it's a great penalty. You know, that's unfortunate as the keeper actually dived the right way. But he plays a good degree of power, getting it past the keeper.
Wow, it seemed to go in the side netting there. That's a very, very good penalty.
Very
Not
good
many
penalty.
keepers in the world save that, actually. And I think the slow run-up is what gave him a bit of advantage because the keeper has to make a decision. Keeper made the right decision. Just could not get to the ball, and now we have it here, guys. 2-0 to St. Lucia. 17 minutes into this game, they have the lead. Let's see what more they can do. Oh, that's a bit clumsy from the keeper there. Could have gotten himself in a lot of trouble. And Alexander is playing off of the shoulder of the defenders, and he's doing it really well. A very, very, very nifty player. I think that would have been direct instructions from the coach. Play off of the shoulder and you'll get your opportunities. Oh, look, lovely bit of skill there, playing the ball forward, but I don't think he's going to get to that.
Jamali Fontilier doing a clean-up job in the back there for St. Maarten.
Yeah, very good defending it. And they continue to make a mess of it. It's almost as though they want to concede. Oh, that's a bit rash from him there. I think he'll get a talking to from the referee for kicking out the ball. And we have Nasri Alexander on the deck here. Seemed to have picked up a bit of a knock, but nothing too serious as he quickly gets up back to his feet. So it's a free kick for St. Lucia. And Nasri Alexander seems to stand this one up. I think St. Maarten definitely has the numerical advantage in their box. But St. Lucia has the height advantage. And let's see if this works in their favor. As Nasri Alexander tries to swing this one in. And he swings it in. And it's cleared out. It's still in the box bubbling. And eventually the Sint Maarten defense get it out. Very well done from them. And it's given right back to St. Lucia again.
Alexander has the ball. He's looking for the space to put the ball. Unlucky.
Not a bad pass, but was a bad pass actually. Not a bad attempt. But I think St. Lucia are just capitalizing more on their opportunities in and around the box. And that is what is giving them the advantage right now. Sint Maarten are definitely not out of this game yet. And I think, Joshua, this is when we have our first cooling break, as it is quite a sunny day here in Trinidad and Tobago, as St. Lucia in yellow take on St. Maarten in red.
Yeah, I think St. Lucia has been the team with the upper hand. They have been playing way more confident than St. Maarten, using the space of the pitch, being more structured, looking for their wingers, getting their striker involved in the game, as well as applying that constant pressure. Whereas St. Maarten is losing their shape a bit. Their midfield is at times a bit non-existent. Having the defense to soak up all the pressure, not giving them those pockets to stand in so they could get the ball out. So a bit of work there structurally from St. Maarten, but St. Lucia have been having a good game thus far.
Yeah, definitely. And it's important to note that St. Maarten have actually been training a lot longer, well, twice as long as St. Lucia, They have been training for 6 months. They started training for this competition all the way back in February. So can definitely expect a lot more from them. They might be a little bit more gelled together on paper, that is. But as of right now, St. Lucia does have the advantage. Maybe it's from a bit more of individual brilliance.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of time on the clock. St. Maarten have more than enough time to get things going.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's miscontrolled by Kian McGlory. I think he just came a bit too much forward there and the ball bounced straight over him. He's definitely not a tall player. I think he may actually be the shortest on the pitch.
St. Lucia with the throw.
And that ball bobbles out. I thought he kept it in. Amari Plummer attempting to keep that in, but it did go out for a Sint Maarten through. That will be taken by Rainier Miren. That's a follow through. Unfortunately, we've seen quite a couple of those. I think that needs to be worked on a lot more on the training ground, Fletcher.
Yeah, as I said in the previous matches, these players are still in their developmental stage. And even for me at the youth level, the foul throw was always something difficult, not lifting up the back leg while throwing the ball. So in time, I guess they will get accustomed to it and execute it properly.
Yeah, definitely. I do agree with you there. Just takes a bit of time, some practice, and they'll get it eventually. I think a lot of players try to go for power, and in trying to do that, it's very difficult to keep your momentum from lifting the back leg up. But they'll get it. Here we have Sudesh Singh taking this free kick. I think he's a very confident captain. You can see it in all of his mannerisms, actually. Ball coming forward. Kian McGlory just wouldn't be able to get to that. And it's back with Briel Nelson. Here in the St. Lucia box. There's a very high press from the Sint Maarten team, which leaves the backline very much exposed. Sometimes only leaving Jamali Fontanelli alone in the back. But here he is to clean it up once again. And that's played over the top. Alexander will get there, but not before Fontanelli. Fontanelli doing a very good job cleaning up the back. I don't think he needed to clear that out like that, but again, probably felt a lot of pressure. Sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry, Joshua.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there.
Hey, you don't want to make the mistake and give away possession in such a dangerous area, especially to the likes of Nasri Alexander, very, very tricky player.
Fontanelli again with the clearance.
I think Fontanelli has been St. Maarten's best player thus far. That goes all the way back to and
Maarten with the press.
Keeper almost makes a mistake, and Maarten did really well to get there to put the keeper under pressure, but keeper does really well in the end. And here's Alexander on the wing, alone, with a lot of space, and seems to want to dribble past players. And he picks up the ball again at the top of the box here. Is he going to swing it across, or is he going to dance again? Swings it in, but it gets to no one. Not a bad effort from Alexander.
What is interesting that both Alexanders with the link-up play, Kai and Nazari.
Well, look at that. Will both of them link up for a goal here today?
As you can see, Sint Maarten playing with a bit more confidence, have a bit more of the ball, stringing together a few passes. Lovely skill by Fleming.
Yeah, but he seems upset. I think he wanted a foul there. And he's not going to get it, but St. Lucia have a player on the deck. Not sure what happened there. And the medics have to rush on. We're definitely seeing here, Joshua, the setup for the St. Lucia team from the head coach, Stephen Fevure, and the assistant coach, Earl Jean. Team is very well set up, but just think that it may be a little bit rash to get the ball forward. Well, it seems as though Jalen Hippolyte has to come off the field to receive some treatment, as this free kick is taken and it's launched forward. Not a bad effort at all, and who other than Nasri Alexander with a bit of skill there to get out of that tight space, and I don't know how he did it, but he did it. As Keon and the ball is given away to Sint Maarten here as they drive forward. Oh, and that's a bit too far. Not a bad effort from Sebastian Russo. We saw the idea, but it just didn't work out that way, and St. Lucia are coming forward again, and that opportunity is given away. Could have had a bit more composure there. And here St. Maarten come forward again, and again the ball is lost to St. Lucia. St. Maarten just don't seem to be able to build the play out in these side spaces, and here's Nasri Alexander making space for himself, and what a player he is. Very good captain as well. That's what you want to see from a captain, showing the other players that this is how we want to play this game. Very attack minded, and that's probably a foul in the box there.
Yeah, after going to there, and Nasri Alexander, he shows from what we can see so far, a very fearless player, willing to run at the players. Even if there's more than one defender in front of him, he's still going to run at them, causing trouble to that St. Maarten back line.
Yeah, I do agree with you there, Joshua. I think Jalen Hyperlight's game may be done, as we see St. Lucia have called for a substitution. Yeah, very, very unfortunate. To get a goal and then come off with an injury in the first half. No one ever wants to do that, but very, very unfortunate. That was some lovely skill from Kedin Solana. But the ball is given away to the top of the box here, and it's taken. Shifts it, takes a shot, and it sails over the bar, and it wasn't a bad attempt, I must say so myself, Joshua.
No, it wasn't a bad attempt. Not a bad attempt from Levi Vidal at all. Look like he has the eye for the goal today.
Yeah, definitely do say so myself. It was a very well taken opportunity. I think if it just came down a bit earlier. Might have trouble Sudesh Singh. And that's a confirmation of a substitute. As Jalen Hyperlight's game is finished for today. Trickery at the top of the box here. I think they need to get the ball to Alexander, and they do. Able to dribble past players, and he runs into trouble there. And that's very good defending from Keon McGlory. St. Maarten having to play quite defensive in this game. Well, that should be a handball there. Actually, I think the referee's given the foul before the handball. Jamali Fontanelli taking the free kick. He puts it on top, but there's no one up there to receive it, and it just comes back to him. That's a good ball forward, and I don't think he's going to get there in front of Fontanelli.
Lovely tackle.
That is a brilliant tackle. I think he might have injured himself in the process, but that's the second time, or even the third, that we've seen some very, very well-timed tackles from Jamali Fontanelli, and we do hope that he's okay there. The ball is just played forward, and he's so determined to get it first, and he does. It's a brilliant tackle at the end of the day.
Brilliant tackle. Got the ball cleanly. Lovely execution of the tackle.
I do think that St. Maarten will do well to give him some assistance here in the back line. Can't take all that pressure on himself. And they definitely can't afford for him to be injured, as he has been their best player of this first half.
Yeah, he's a very crucial player to the team. He's a pillar in the back line. And it will be a blow if he has to go out. But he looks like he just needs a bit of treatment, and he'll be back on his feet. There we go, as we see him stand on his feet. Has a bit of a limp as he comes off the field for further treatment.
Yeah, well, we do hope that he is okay. Well, we do have some noise here in the Larry Gomes Stadium, as seems to be some backfire from motorcycles outside of the stadium. But nonetheless, all we can hear is the noise from this brilliant team that we are witnessing here in the likes of St. Lucia and also St. Maarten, as they both want to leave here with a win, but only one team can. A throw in taken. It's not offside, definitely won't be. Trickery on the top of the box, and oh my goodness, what an opportunity that was, and he'll be kicking himself for missing that. That was one of the best opportunities we've seen thus far from St. Lucia in terms of build-up. A bit of trickery on the byline, picking out a player.
Wow, what an unfortunate event, as Fontanelli had to have to make way for number 12. Rizu Tamo Holo. Ruiz Tamo Holo.
Yes,
Ruiz Tamo Holo.
Yes,
My apologies.
Very, very unfortunate for Fontanelli, as he has been a very brilliant player, but unfortunately he won't be able to continue here with us today. I think St. Maarten will definitely miss him, as that ball is played forward, but I think that's going to be offside. Referee plays on. Linesman flag is up, and it is finally called. Wanted to see how far the referee would let that game go on. With that play, that is. Ruiz Tadimojo is now on for Jamali Fontanelli. Ball is played up by Yuri Hassel. But again, St. Maarten find themselves under pressure on the ball, unable to get out of these tight spaces. St. Lucia just seem to dominate them all around the pitch, Joshua.
Yeah, St. Lucia has been on the front foot. Very dominant in terms of possession and picking up those loose balls in the midfield. Fleming has the ball.
I think Fleming has wanted the ball a lot more, but he's unable to do anything with it this time.
I think that's the player that St. Maarten needs to get on the ball more often. He looked like the playmaker. He can create space for himself as well as get a shot off. And that is the half, guys.
Well, it's been a brilliant half, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Larry Gomes Stadium, as St. Lucia lead 2-0 to St. Maarten. Some brilliantly taken goals, a penalty, as well as a well-timed run through on goal, and St. Lucia have the advantage. Not a bad first half, but definitely could be better for St. Maarten as they seek to come out to make a difference in the second half. They now have a little bit of a hill to climb in the second half, but we're sure that they have the talent to do that. We've seen some bright sparks, so we can expect nothing less from them in the second half when we get back to you here. St. Lucia 2, St. Maarten 0. here we have some highlights from the first half. As you can see, there's a lot of skill on the field here from individual players, and St. Lucia just seem to have the advantage as a team, even though they've been training for a shorter time. And this was the second opportunity, and I don't know, I think that wasn't a penalty, but the referee would know better. As St. Lucia have the advantage here today at the Larry Gomes Stadium as they lead 2-0.
Yeah, I do see some individual talent in terms of the likes of Nazir Alexander, Hypolite before he came off the field, Leon Vidal, as well as Kai Alexander. All of them making the Sint Maarten's backline very uncomfortable, and having Sudesh Singh a lot to do in that post. But second half, anything can happen. We have 35 minutes to see if Sint Maarten can change the game around.
I do agree with you. I think Sudesh Singh has done really well. Very confident keeper, very confident skipper as well. Can't ask for much more in these opportunities and in these chances. I think this was the injury that, unfortunately, we had to see Jamali Fontanelli off the field.
Yeah, I think he just landed badly on his left knee when he went in for the challenge. The challenge itself in terms of him getting contact on the ball was clean, but an awkward landing on his left knee.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate, and we do wish him a speedy recovery for the rest of this tournament.
We do.
As of right now, his game is finished here today at the Larry Gomes Stadium. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. And we're back. And we're back at the Larry Gomes Stadium, where second half is about to kick off here. And we have Sint Maarten taking it. Jahir Marlin with second half kickoff. And as we see, St. Lucia already dominating. Oh, and what a ball that is. And he just misses it. And not by much. And what a way to start off the second half. Ball coming in from Leon Vidal. You spoke highly of him before, Joshua. And I think he's definitely a player to watch. The number 8 seems to have very great vision for these kind of passes.
Yeah, he's a great playmaker. He sees the game differently from the rest of the team. Just as...
Oh, and what a brilliant ball again from Leon Vidal. This is the second one. And all of them seem to be finding Nasri Alexander.
Yeah. Yeah, he sees the game a bit differently. He sees the runs of the wingers as well as the striker. And he just tries to involve them in the game a bit more. Great vision.
Well, I'll tell you what. If he keeps making passes like those, St. Lucia are definitely going to score.
St. Lucia with the throw.
Nasri Alexander, and what is that piece of skill there? Brilliant from him. Ball found its way to Eustace Blackstock, one of the substitutes for St. Lucia in the second half. The number 11. St. Lucia seem to have a lot of tricky wingers, which is very important in this game. Eustace picking up the ball there, able to drive forward, play the ball forward for his striker, who lays it off for the number 14, beats the defender, beats him back again. Oh, and that's a foul there, and that should be a penalty. Looked like it was in the box, but referee probably saw it a bit better. We'll see on the replay. Might simply just be a free kick.
That seems to be a penalty. It was in the box.
Seems to be a penalty. Well, in this game, penalties are giving us free kicks. Free kicks are giving us penalties. But hey, that's a game of football for you.
Yeah, a bit cussing away officiating, but it's all part of the game.
Well, we have Shane Geeson taking this free kick. I think if he puts this anywhere near the 6-yard box. Sorry, Alaric Williams taking the free kick. If he puts it anywhere near the 6-yard box, I think it goes in. That's a brilliant opportunity. Keeper spills it, but he manages to clean that up. Surya Singh, a bit, nothing to worry much, but he did spill it in the beginning, and that was very dangerous, but he was able to clean it up at the end. St. Maarten just seem to be playing with the ball in the back here and some very dangerous areas. And that's some lovely 1-2 play. And he's through on goal, and the offside flag is up once again. I think that time Leon Vidal was the one through on goal. Well, it's clear to see that St. Lucia have picked up where they've left off going into this second half. And St. Maarten seem to continue on the trend that they were on before. But I do think we can expect a lot better from them. They definitely don't lack quality. Here's Leon Vidal trying to win the ball off of the defender. Oh, what a bit of skill that was from Demario Nelson. I think I saw Mbappe do that skill in the Real Madrid Atalanta game recently. I wonder if that's where Mbappe got the skill move from. The likes of Demario Nelson. Oh, what a brilliant ball that is from none other than Nasri Alexander. A bit of a drop of the shoulder on top of the box. They're trying to work it around. Leon Vidal picking up the ball, and he just gives it back to the Sint Maarten defense, who eventually get it cleared. And it's still bubbling all around the field. And it's kept in by the Sint Maarten defender. I don't think he intended for that to happen, and the ball has found its way back. And St. Lucia seem to be moving the ball around really well on top of the box here. But they lose out eventually and comes right back forward again. Nasri Alexander picking up the ball at the top, and the offside flag is finally up. And the referee has acknowledged it. St. Maarten, Joshua, seem to be absorbing a lot of pressure.
Yeah, they're looking very shaky, their back line. You know, the midfield needs to do some more work in terms of applying pressure higher up the pitch to relieve that back four of a bit of, how you may say it, stress or consistent pressure.
Yes, I do think they might have to start man-marking the likes of Nasri Alexander, Leon Vidal, as they seem to be the playmakers in this St. Lucia team. And here he is on the ball again, Nasri Alexander. Bit of trickery, drop of the shoulder. Just able to get out of the tight spaces. Brilliant ball forward. Oh, and that should be a card, if I'm not mistaken. I guess not. Seems to be protesting with the referee, and she seems to allow it.
Yeah, that was an unnecessary tackle there by Fleming.
We've seen a lot less being given for cards. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening here with us at the Larry Gomes Stadium, where St. Lucia take on St. Maarten here in the CFU's 2024 Boys Under 14 Challenge Series. St. Lucia currently leads St. Maarten 2-0. As St. Maarten are seeking to build something, and they're trying to build something from the back here into the midfield. The ball has found its way to the top of the box, but it's eventually cleared out. Not a bad effort, and definitely better from St. Maarten in the second half.
Yeah, I really like to see St. Maarten get at the end of something.
Oh, they definitely worked for it. Just seem to have a bit of difficulty working the ball around, and that's a lovely through ball, but I don't think he will get it before Sudesh Singh, who eventually clears it back upfield. Oh, that's a lovely bit of drop of the shoulder. Putting the goalkeeper under pressure, Brielle Nelson. And Alexander's through on goal here, and none could keep up with him. And can he take it? And he takes it really well. Who other than Nasri Alexander? What a finish that is. What a run through on goal.
Brilliant finish by Nasri Alexander. He took his time and he placed the ball properly. And he beaten Sudesh Singh.
Well, I'll tell you what. The ball beat the defense on the bounce. And they just could not keep up with the pace of Nasri Alexander. It looked like the defense started to pull up. But he did really well there. And I think if it's one player that you would never be worried about facing a goalkeeper 1v1, it's Nasri Alexander.
For me, it has to be the placement of the goal. You know, very calm, very collective. Picked his spot.
Well, now, St. Maarten definitely have a bigger hill to climb. And that's another ball through on goal here. Just trying to muscle off the defense, but he can't, unfortunately. And it is 3-0 here to St. Lucia. St. Lucia being able to develop the play a lot more. That's a ball forward from the likes of Sebastian Russo. But that ball finds its way to Brielle Nelson, who will clean that up any day. And here we have Alaric Williams trying to take the defender 1v1 on the touchline. And here's the substitute taking a shot from distance. And it's well wrapped up from Sudesh Singh. The shot coming in from Eustace Blackstock. Not a bad attempt at all. I think he just needed a bit more power on it.
Nasri Alexander picked up the ball again.
What a
Give it
ball
to
played
Blackstock.
forward. Back to Vidal. And it's another brilliant goal from the St. Lucia under 14 team. Seeing Nasri Alexander, Leon Vidal, as well as Eustace Blackstock all in the build-up. And I think it's a well-deserved goal from Leon Vidal. He's performed brilliantly today.
You know, Rene, you're saying that this team might be filled with individual talent, but you know, those build-up goals really show how collective the players won. You know, the off-the-ball runs, creating space for one another, being able to place the pass. Great performance all around from the St. Lucia team.
Yeah, definitely, Joshua. And I think Sebastian Russo comes off and makes way for Ramzan, the number 10. As well as St. Lucia also make another substitution. Dion Pantoflet comes onto the field, trying to just show up that defense. Here he is on the ball.
St. Lucia just look like they are hungry for more. They're pressing high.
Well, we've really been treated to a lot of goals today. St. Lucia lead St. Maarten 4-0. That's a ball forward, and so he put a lot of pace on it, and I don't think the winger was ever going to get to that. Not a bad attempt from Kian McGlory, just a bit too much pace on it. He had the time, could compose himself. Here he is on the ball. Brilliant ball forward. And referee plays on and he takes a shot, and I'm not too sure if it was a shot or a cross, but found its way to no one in the end.
You know, Martin was lurking in the box, but he couldn't have reached them.
Goal kick taken by Brielle Nelson. Blackstock on the ball. Misses out, and here he is through on goal, Marlin. And he's just muscled off by Dwayne Cummings. Very, very strong defending. And defensively, St. Lucia have done really well. Here's the ball forward. I think he's onside here, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Eustace Blackstock. Ready to be the defender 1v1. Defender does really well, and they close him down very quickly. And here, St. Maarten tried to get on with a counter-attack. Has the opportunity. Can he be the defender? He just slows it down a bit too much. Ball is played forward again, and he is offside. A wasted opportunity in the end. These opportunities for St. Maarten come very far and very thin. But he just drifted offside a bit in the replay. It's a very good opportunity, very positive from St. Maarten, even being 4-0 down with around 20 minutes to go.
Yeah, I think a great amount of fatigue is starting to set in the St. Maarten team. Sorry, most of the players are looking very tired, hanging their heads a bit.
Yeah, definitely, especially with this weather, as we are now taking another cooling break. Here in Trinidad and Tobago, it is currently around 32 degrees, Joshua.
Yeah, the conditions are actually very hot, especially as it's coming down to the evening time. That is interesting,
Definitely.
But it's important that both teams keep their players hydrated.
Yeah, I think that's very important. 32 degrees and it feels like 45. But we are definitely making sure and ensuring that the well-being of all players are maintained at all times. It looks like St. Lucia are preparing a triple substitute. Seeing the likes of Randall Monroe, Shaquille Martelli, and Shiloh John on the bench as they look to enter the fray to try to make their mark. Shiloh John, the number 7, being one of those standout players for the St. Lucia team. And here's Blackstock, and he's onside, and he has all the time and space in the world, and the striker is making a gut-busting run, and it is well defended. But Blackstock still has the ball. Does he take the shot? He takes the shot, and wow, brilliant keeping from Sudesh Singh at the end. Did very well to stand his ground, Joshua.
Yeah, I think he's a great all-round keeper. I think his defense, let him down at times. But he's a great keeper, understands the game, has the fundamentals.
So we have Leon Vidal, one of the goal scorers, coming off for, I think it's Shiloh John, if I'm not mistaken, a standout player for St. Lucia team. Short in stature, but a very big player. Then we have Amari Plummer coming off for Shaquille Martelli. And Kai Alexander coming off for Randall Monroe.
Yeah, I think St. Lucia's coach is making a decision to, take off certain players, saving the legs of players for the next games coming up.
That looked like a handball in the box, but referee thought differently. And here's one of the substitutes, I believe, making a gut-busting run down the line. And he gets the ball, and it is Shaquille Martinelli all alone in the box. Beats the player. Can he make a pass? Still has the ball. Passes it off to Blackstock. Martinelli picks up the ball again. He takes the shot, and it's a tame one in the end. I think he might have just been a bit too tired time he got into the box, as he made that run from his own box.
Yeah, brilliant run. But I think when he came into the box, could have done better decision making in terms of where to put the ball, where to distribute it, or even getting off the shot a bit earlier.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's very important that he would have done that. Seems that we're having another hydration break. As we said before, it's 32 degrees here in Trinidad and Tobago. Feels like 45. Well, remember, ladies and gentlemen, you too have to stay hydrated in this kind of weather. Here's a replay of the brilliant run from Shaquille Martelli. He was all alone in the box. I think he could have taken the shot a bit early, but he definitely did need a little bit more support, and I think he just got caught in two minds there, not sure if to shoot or to pass. Then when he did take the shot, it's probably a bit too late. But not a bad effort from him, from the substitute. What a way to make your mark. Well, cooling break is over. I think referee is going to get the game back underway with a drop ball for Sudesh Singh, who, despite conceding, has had a brilliant game. And we have some substitutes here. Shane Gisson coming on for Kean McGlory, and Zidane Brown coming on for Demario Nelson, I believe. As well as a goalkeeper substitute. Strange one, Joshua. It seems that Aidan James comes on for the skipper, Sudesh Singh. A very strange one, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, indeed. I'm not sure of the reason behind the substitution, but I guess Coach Lindo knows why.
Yeah, definitely. I think Sudesh did really well, despite conceding 4 goals. He's been very commanding in the box. He might be a bit upset with himself. I just think the back line let him down a bit. So let's see if Aidan James is able to contend with the flurry of attacks from the St. Lucia team, as they are bearing down on goal again, and that's going to be offside. Aidan James almost called into action immediately after coming on. That's a brilliant ball from Nasri Alexander. It's been a bright spark in the St. Lucia team today. Well, Joshua, we don't have much more time in this game left, but as of right now, who has been your man of the match?
I think it has to be between
And that ball has found its way into the box, and a strange one that is. It did come out in the end for a goal kick, but I think Nasri Alexander would be kicking himself for not scoring that.
But yeah, I think my player of the match has to be between Leon Vidal and Nazir Alexander. Both players had or having a very crucial impact on the game.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I think Nasri Alexander just edges it a bit for me in terms of the man of the match performance, as he has passed what they call the eye test. Very lovely player to watch on the ball. Aidan James takes the kick out. This is the first bit of action we've seen from the number 10 substitute for Sint Maarten. Yeah, Ramzan, who hasn't seen much of the ball since coming on. What a brilliant ball forward that is. And it's well defended by St. Lucia. Well, St. Lucia have definitely put the game all in their hands at this point. St. Maarten haven't played badly, and that's a really wild one from, I think that was one of the early substitutes actually. Ruiz taking a wild shot there. Unable to bring it on the spell. I knew what he tried to do, but didn't really work out that way, and it was a wasted opportunity as the ball was in their possession. Brilliant ball played out wide. Can he get it? He can get it. And what does he do with it at the end? Plays it in field, and it goes all the way back to St. Lucia again. And St. Lucia just seemed to be having a bit more control over this game. 9 Mills in number 19 for St. Maarten, unable to do much with the ball, and the ball finds its way to the top of the box. And would the shot be taken? And again, St. Lucia managed to clear it out just in time. And here's a shot taken, and it wouldn't even trouble the goalkeeper, especially not with that kind of power on it, which wasn't much in the first place. And I think that is from one of the second half substitutes, Zidane Brown, taking that shot. The left back, and here's Nasri Alexander bearing down on the defender. And my mistake, it was Shane Geeson who took that shot, who is now the left back for St. Maarten. Throw in St. Maarten, throw in St. Lucia, sorry. Another throw in for St. Lucia. It seems to be getting a bit wild here. Nobody seems to have control over the game, but the referee has called a foul, and it goes the way of St. Maarten. And they'll probably be very glad to get that, as they have been soaking up majority of the pressure in the second half. Ball is played to Dion Pantoflet. Ball is played all the way back to Aidan James. Hasn't done bad since coming on. Hasn't been tested that often. I think that might be offside there. It was very good spot from the linesman. Joshua, I don't think I would be able to handle the heat out there today.
Yeah, it is a bit of a challenge. The heat is there. The sun is in, as I said, in full effect. Kind of difficult conditions to play in, but it's better than playing in the rain, some might say.
Some might say. Oh, and the defense has made a bit of a mess here, and St. Maarten have an opportunity to get it in the box, and it's wasted in the end, and it finds its way back to Shane. He takes his opportunity, he takes a shot, and it really wasn't a bad attempt in the end. Definitely tested the goalkeeper. Shane has looked a lot better coming on in that left back position. And St. Lucia just keep applying pressure, as they say. Throwing taken, and it's not brilliantly taken, but it's taken regardless. Not much more time here in the Larry Gomes Stadium. Just a couple more minutes left, and St. Lucia currently lead St. Maarten 4-0.
Yeah, and what is interesting is St. Lucia is still trying to add to their tally. They're still hungry for more. And that shows the mentality of the team. Never being satisfied.
I do agree with you there. Alaric Williams taking the throw in. Seem to have had 2 balls on the field at that point. Referee pulls back the play, and nothing to trouble Aidan James at the end as he seeks to throw this out, and he did really well there. St. Maarten just don't seem too sure of themselves, but these are very young players, and so it's very important for them to learn confidence in the game, and I think that's what they'll learn. And here's the substitute bearing down on goal. Does he take his opportunity? He tries to square it, and that's a brilliant save from Aidan James. First time he's been called into action in that manner.
Yeah, he had to be alert in that instance.
It's a very good opportunity from Shaquille Martelli, the number 9 for St. Lucia. And there we have a player down, and I think it is the substitute Shaquille Martelli. We haven't seen much from the likes of Shiloh John, one of the other substitutes who came on in the second half. But St. Lucia have won themselves a free kick, and it'll be taken by Alaric Williams. And just off to the right behind the St. Lucia goal, we have another team warming up as they prepare for their game very soon. And here's Alaric Williams taking this free kick for St. Lucia. As he brings it in, very team effort, taken down in the box. And Shaquille Martelli just seems to be on everything today, in and around the box. A very good striker play from him. Picks up the ball again, and I think he just waited a bit too long for that. If he played it a bit sooner, could have sent Nasri Alexander through on goal. And here's Shiloh John. Thought he was offside, but yeah, he definitely was offside. The linesman just took a bit long to raise the flag. He came from an offside position, and ended up moving Shaquille Martelli out of the way to win that ball, but in the end, wasn't worth anything. Here we have Sint Maarten on the ball. The game has kind of slowed down a bit. I think there's a lot of fatigue starting to set in, and fourth official is about to show us how many more minutes we have extra. If I'm not mistaken, it should be around 4 minutes.
Yeah, Rennie, a bit of fatigue sign setting to both teams. You know, the conditions is a bit warm. Players tend to get tired a bit more faster than usual.
It's 3 minutes extra. Fourth official shows us. Joshua, I don't think I'm being too harsh here when I say I don't think 3 minutes is enough for Sint Maarten to get back into this game.
No, it isn't, but they can still get a consolation goal.
I think so, and they might get it from this opportunity here. This is probably the best opportunity of the second half if it could make its way into the box, and it's cut out by St. Lucia once again. They can see the corner, but it's definitely not a bad one.
The thing is, the attacking force from the St. Lucia team has been playing so well. We kind of forgot about the defensive end of the team, which they've been playing outstanding, holding their shape and being aggressive defensively as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's very important for both teams to capitalize on their opportunities as St. Maarten seek to get a consolation goal here at the Larry Gomes Stadium, where they are 4-0 down to St. Lucia. Corner taken, it swung in, finds a head, but in the end finds its way back out of the box, and here it is with St. Lucia once again. And St. Lucia, who love to play on the counter-attack with 3-4 players making runs into the box, and if he plays the ball and he just plays it a bit too, not enough pace or not enough curve on it, I should say, I would have found its way to Shaquille Martelli, who has been a live wire since coming on. And honestly, Joshua, I think if Shaquille Martelli started, it would have been a lot more goals. And here he is dribbling away, and here we have Shiloh John takes a shot, and it's off the upright. And not a bad shot it was.
Not a bad shot at all.
I think that's the first time we've seen something from Shiloh John. Picking up the ball here. May have been a touch of offside, but what a shot that was.
Every single one of the St. Lucia players has the hunger to score more. And that is brilliant.
Yeah, well, I think if you're 4-0 up, next question they ask is, why not me next? And here's the ball comes in, and it's two attackers alone in the box. Can he get it out from his feet? They fumble it, they bubble it, and eventually it goes high. And it was indeed a wasted opportunity. I believe that was Eustace Blackstock. He probably wasn't too sure of himself what to do there, if to shoot too early, if to pass it off. I think if he passed it off to Shiloh John, I think they might have gotten another goal. And that's it there. The score pretty much reflects the way of the game. St. Lucia have won 4-0 against St. Maarten. Both teams put on a very good performance. We saw a lot of bright sparks from St. Maarten, but they definitely could not outshine the likes of the St. Lucia players, the likes of Nasri, Alexander, Leon Vidal, and even Shiloh John, Eustace Blackstock, and even the goalkeeper, Brielle Nelson, who all had a brilliant game here today. And I think, Joshua, if I'm not mistaken, And if it was up to me, I think I would have given the man of the match to Nasri Alexander. But we'll see who the officials decide is the man of the match. But it has been a very good performance from both teams and definitely a lot of takeaways.
Yeah, both teams has come and put in a great shift. One team more than the other. Quality on both sides. Just St. Maarten have a bit of, going back to the locker room, going back to the drawing board and see where they lacked today and try to improve on it, capitalize on their pros and fix the cons of today's game.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's very important to take notes from these kind of games. It was definitely one of those days. I think a lot of people call them a bad day at the office for Sint Maarten, but definitely a learning experience for them. And a brilliant performance from St. Lucia as they have come out with a brilliant win here today.
Yeah, great start of the campaign for St. Lucia. Getting 4 goals, making their mark in the group. I think that will do a good amount of justice for their confidence going forward in this challenge series.
Yeah, definitely. And you could see on the live stream here a lot of St. Lucia fans shouting out these very young and talented players. And the St. Lucia boys, they may not know this now, but you definitely have your support back home. Your family, your friends who are very proud of the performance you put on here today. A brilliant performance, and Sint Maarten should not hang their heads, for this is just one game. You win some, you lose some, but you learn from all. And this is what is important for Sint Maarten to take away today. But it's been a brilliant performance from St. Lucia. I think we're getting ready to see who has been declared the man of the match. I think St. Lucia has definitely been making a name for themselves in sport as of recent.
Here we go, man of the match, Nasri Alexander. Expected it. Great performance, great all-round performance. Led his team to victory here.
Yeah, he did very well. And who other than Nasri Alexander picking up the man of the match performance. A very tricky player, very technically gifted. The technique was always on point. The skill set, the vision, the eye for goal. He has it all in such a very young package. He is definitely a brilliant player and definitely deserves his man of the match award. I think he's definitely an athlete to watch out for in St. Lucia as they continue to make their name in sport globally. And the likes of Nasri Alexander and the short splint of Shiloh John that we saw. St. Lucia definitely have a brilliant young team on their hands and some brilliant players for the future. St. Lucia should definitely applaud your athletes right now as they continue to make your country proud. Well done, Nasri Alexander. You have won yourself the man of the match after a brilliant performance here today against Sint Maarten. 4-0 win for St. Lucia. As the other teams begin to warm up and St. Lucia begin to cool down as they go forward here today. And we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, with the third game of today. Definitely more excitement, and as we've seen before, we could definitely expect a lot more goals. So stay tuned with us here today as we continue the CFU 2024's Boys Under 14 Challenge Series here in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you. here we have some highlights from the second game of today. St. Lucia, who came out victorious 4-0 over St. Maarten. Brilliantly taking opportunities. Here's Kian McGlory, and that was probably one of the best opportunities for St. Maarten today. But they did miss out when, unfortunately, Jamali Fontanelli came off due to injury. Here he is making a brilliant tackle, but that tackle was deemed an offense by the referee as she awarded them a penalty. But Jamali Fontanelli continued to perform up until he unfortunately got injured in another opportunity attempting to clear the ball. And here's the likes of Nasri Alexander, the man of the match today, performing trickery, wizardry in and around the box. A very calm, composed player, very skilled.
Yeah, very gifted young talent. Has far to go in this game, especially if he keeps up with his form. I believe he'll have a lovely tournament. Can't put his name among one of the player of the tournaments if possible, if he keeps this what you call it, this form going forward.
Yeah, definitely. I do agree with you there, Joshua. Definitely performed really well today, and I think this is when Fontanelli got injured. Just probably landed a bit awkwardly on his knee, and he had to be removed from the game. But after that, St. Lucia definitely weren't shy to go at goal. A lot of opportunities created by Leon Vidal, the small but brilliant midfielder. And I think it was the likes of a lot of substitutes who helped them a lot in that second half, giving them a lot of opportunities and goals. And it was really an all in all good performance from St. Lucia, and not a bad performance from St. Maarten. Probably just have to be a little bit more confident in themselves as they go forward. But again, it's all a learning experience, and it's all about exposure for these young players, and can definitely wish them all the best going forward in this tournament.
Scan the QR code for the chance to win various prizes here, including a Sport TT notepad, cap, and keychain, a drawstring Visit Trinidad bag, water bottle, and microfiber towel, an I Choose t-shirt, pencil case, and phone proper. Thanks to our partners at the Ministry of Sports and Development of Trinidad and Tobago, Sport TT, I Choose Sport, 6 Rent-A-Car, Subway, Stream Blue, and Powerade. 6 Rent-A-Car. Enjoy your vacation and holidays with 6. For your special occasions, choose 6 Rent-A-Car, a reliable car rental service, folks.
I know it's dangerous, but you're the only one who can unite the people.
You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this message. I want the world to change. And that time is now.
This is my message to you.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
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 And we speak with one voice.